Audition 2697 to replace Ben Affleck's Batman after that travesty of a Justice League and Batman vs Superman. Batman! Fucking hell, cut! Me, BeevDawg, and welcome to the 4K Blu Ray for the Batman. Is it any good though? Well, I bet my money to find out, so you don't have to. The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. This is a different kind of Batman. This is not related to the travesty of a Ben Affleck Justice League Batman or from Batman v Superman with Wonder Woman in there. This Batman is a totally different type of Batman. No prequels, no sequels. It's a completely new entry of its own. Now, this is not an origin story for Batman himself or any of the villains already established in this film. This is set 2 years in. We know that because it's mentioned within the film itself. This is an already established Batman where he's already met and broke ground with Jim Gordon. All of Gotham is just atoning to Batman's presence. None of the GCPD trust him, but Batman trusts Jim Gordon trusts Batman. Now, Reeves really knows how to carry himself with this film. It's meant to be gothic, dark, brooding. It feels like a very depressing place to live. I don't know why people would want to live there but it really sets the tone. Now, the Batman himself, played by Robert Pattinson. Now, just fucking forget Twilight, forget all that past bullshit about how he looked, all that, fancy chick flick stuff. Robert Pattinson does an amazing job of carrying a dark, brooding, really muscular toned kind of Batman. Yes, he's got a very gothic look to him. Oh yes, I really dig Robert Pattinson's Batman's look. It's very intimidating. There's a scene and a moment where he'll walk out of the shadows with his big footsteps and the criminals just look at him and he just walks up, all the rain splashing down, bouncing off his bodysuit, and he just goes, "I'm vengeance." So fucking cool. So fucking cool. Now, the one interesting flip side to this version of Robert Pattinson's Batman is he actually spends 95% of this film as Batman. You only see 5% of him as Bruce Wayne. Now, you could say that your general millionaire Bruce Wayne in other films is very uptight, likes to enjoy the fancy life. Not this Bruce Wayne. This Bruce Wayne is very dark, gothic, he just takes life too seriously. He doesn't care about Bruce Wayne's investments company, history, image, nothing like that. So really there's an element to this Bruce Wayne of, does it work for him? Does it work for you as an audience? For me, we're actually trying to be a different Batman. We're trying to go somewhere else with this. Maybe it doesn't work for you, but it works for me, and I'm digging Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne as well. And this is it. This is why you see Bruce Wayne as Batman 95% of the whole film, because all he cares about is trying to work out what the city of Gotham needs Batman to really be. Now, Jim Gordon plays as Jeffrey Wright, also brooding. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's got so many problems stacked up against the odds. All these crazy criminals, so many problems, and the GCPD just don't seem to be getting to the bottom of everything. The only thing that seems to be working, and hey ho, I've got a vigilante in my city. But now, this 3-hour-long film actually feels like a condensed 2-hour film, and that's a good thing. Reeves actually finds time to depict the crimes that Batman has to solve in order to find out what the Riddler's next move is. This is not just a simple element of good versus evil. There's so many layers of story. It keeps you glued. And I'm not gonna, this is a spoiler-free review, so I'm not gonna mention any of that. But the Riddler knows a lot about what's going on within Gotham, a story that could corrupt Gotham from its core, and he leaves these crime scenes and riddles around, and Batman spends time with Jim Gordon to decipher those and work out their next move. So the best two detective minds have got all these clues in front of them left by the Riddler to work out what the Riddler's next move is, and this is what happens. They go down so many avenues. Who could this possibly be? Who's the next victim? And as they go down these avenues, there's different elements of storyline to the Riddler's plan, and it drags one piece of storyline and then another piece of storyline and another piece of storyline and it interconnects them, and there's this one big story that eventually they will find out Riddler's big move, and it eventually unfolds. Fantastic. And this is why it's exciting. You see a different side of Batman. Again, it's not just good versus evil. There's so many layers to this. Fascinated. The Riddler, played by Robert Dano, again, no origin story. He's not very well known yet either, but the Batman is up to his neck in riddles, and the level of integrity and pressure that it's putting on Gotham, you can really see that the Riddler is up there with the Joker, and is very well matched in terms of that detective mind. Colin bloody Farrell, that's right. I don't know what they've done to him. Colin Farrell is the Penguin. You would not recognise him, but when he starts talking, you're like, is that Colin Farrell? Colin Farrell is a good actor. He's good in this. He doesn't play a very big role, but he has, and you will see in the trailer, there is a big car scene, which, you know, CGI is that good these days, but the car chase in this, fucking brilliant. The Batmobile looks like it's a muscle car attached to a rocket. There's, you know, you can't really tell the CGI is that good in here, but it's got just a very good car chase with Colin Farrell as the Penguin in this. You really need to see that. Let's just say I would rather watch that scene than the latest iterations of the over-the-top Fast and Furious films that I've seen as of recently. I just want to drop this in there. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. She's a standout character. In fact, there's that much level of character and you know, brilliantness within that role that you could even argue she's got quite a lot of lines in there. You could even say more than Robert Pattinson as Batman. She's got more lines in there. She could actually be a better actor than the Batman in a film called The Batman. What I did like about her as well, she's not rich, she's quite poor, she's not that well off, and if you're expecting a full-on Catwoman costume, or for her to be called Catwoman, yeah, that's not gonna happen. She literally just puts on a black leather outfit and puts on a black mask with like tiny little cat ears poking just at the top. It works. It's something that she just picked up. It suits like her status, and it works. It really works. So YouTubers, rating. What do I rate the Batman 4K Blu-ray after all we've had to say? To be honest, I have a lot of good things to say about it. Is this Batman film perfect? No, it is not perfect. However, I'm fucking impressed. And YouTubers, based on BeevDawg's unique rating system, if you're not familiar with that, then there is a link down in the description below which you can check on and come back here to familiarise yourself with my unique rating system. But the Batman 4K Blu-ray is a treat. So YouTubers, that was The Batman 4K Blu-ray. That's right, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, consider going down there and smashing that like button. Let's destroy that YouTube algorithm together. And if you're new here, consider scrolling on over to the other side, hitting that subscribe button if you don't want Batman to hunt you down from the shadows. And if you want notifications as to when those go live, just ring-a-ling that ding-a-ling bell. YouTubers, if you want to purchase your own copy of The Batman on 4K Blu-ray, there is an affiliate link down in the description below which you can click on to purchase your own copy. However, if you just want to come by and interact with the channel for free, there are my socials right there, which you can hit me up anything The Batman and YouTube. And I'm your host for this review. I'm BeevDawg. Peace out.